You're now tuned into Mic Check Waifu. Hello and tell, is that you?
Mic check.
Mic check waifu. Montel, is that you?
Yes, it is. It is me.
What's up, Tel? How you feel?
I'm always good. Chilling with my DBZ shirt on. How you feeling, bro?
Guess what?
What's up?
This is episode 80 of Mic Check Waifu. As always, it's brought to you by our sponsors, Lou Complex and Don'tTalkShop.com. It's also brought to you by our Patreon producers, Connor, Monique Williams, Treesus, and the great Explicitly. Make sure y'all go to explicitly.com. Hey, Patreon supporters or people watching the video version later, if you see this video version, you see a new layout. Shout out to Explicitly for hooking us up with the new winter themed layout. And then Tel, shout out to him. Shout out to Tel for putting Navi on a jacket because she was a little cold standing in this snow.
It's breezy, even here in Florida.
True. This jacket is sweet. You went double breasted on it with the scarf. I'm like, ooh, look at this jacket. I want it for real life.
Right.
We here though. We got a lot to talk about. I just want to give a quick shout out to everybody that dropped questions in. Panda, Abe, not Scholar, Scuba Steve, Nikki D. Luffy, aka Nick _42. It's so many people wrote in with very hefty questions today. We also got a couple from Vash from Anime Lately, the homie.
Did we get any on Twitter? I mean, not Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, we got one on Instagram from the Great Hen. We got one from Rob J, as always. He got two from Rob J, actually. The questions are going to go live today, so we got a lot for that. But today is the first day of winter, December 22nd, the day that this episode releases. So what we're going to do and what we do every year during different anime seasons is we go over the upcoming anime that's coming out per season. Now, we do have our usual watches that we watch, but we might have to get to that later because we have, again, a lot to talk about. We also plan on bringing a topic from Attack on Titan for Attack on Titan this episode, along with the spoilers on the second half. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start off with this winter anime, okay? First and foremost, there is a lot coming out this winter. This winter is thick with the anime.
Oh, you know what, bro?
What's up?
Send me the winter anime list.
I got you. No, I got you right now. Let me see her message. Boom.
Well, we know it's thick because one of our favorites coming back.
You already know, and that's what I can't wait to talk about. So I wanted to get quickly into that because I know this episode is going to probably run long if we don't hurry up and get it pulled up. Okay, so winter 2021, technically. Today, December 22nd, is the day that the season drops. Yeah. So I know why you're making that face. Check the video version out by going to patreon.com/miccheckwaifu. First and foremost, on a list, at the top of the list, in 17 days, bro. 17 days, episode 1 of The Promised Neverland comes out. Season 2.
Oh my God.
Talk to him, bro. Talk to me.
Yo, Promised Neverland is about to be so fucking hype, bro.
Tell me about it, bro.
Oh my God.
Okay, you read the manga, so you know a lot more than I do. But is this not one of the best subs and dubs, period? Like,
we gonna feel so much.
Yeah.
I need to know how many episodes this is.
Let's do it. Let's see. Let's go and look.
It don't tell you. It just said episode 1 comes in 17 days.
Oh, damn. They ain't even released this. How many episodes is coming?
I hope they give us 24 because
it has to be, right?
They just got to give us 24, bro.
It's so much to cover, I'm sure.
It's about to be too fucking good. I'm about to cry.
The kids are beyond the wall. Isabella is still there. Did you see that they dropped a side story for Isabella?
What's the side story?
It's
an OVA.
It's a manga.
Oh, I'll probably go watch. I'll read that for sure.
Yes.
Because no, they I know they did something for no, they did because they did Sister Crow too.
See, yeah, that's gonna be heat. Oh my goodness. All right, so The Promised Neverland. Okay, fantastic.
100%.
Fantastic. That's one we recommend. If you haven't seen season 1, go watch season 1. It's subbed or dubbed. You won't be disappointed either way. The voice actors killed it. Killed it. We got another question just came in late from Zay, but we'll talk about that later.
Keep them coming if y'all got them.
Keep them coming.
I know you're hearing this late, but keep them coming.
Okay. Second on the list is Dr. Stone Wars. Now, let me clear up some misconception here, okay? The misconception between the internet and me with me Polo with Dr. Stone. Now, I liked Dr. Stone. I think Dr. Stone had one of the strongest starts in anime in a very long time as far as new anime go. Like the start.
It was original. It was new. It was fresh kind of.
It was fucking incredible. The art style is beautiful, was beautiful. And then later on, it became extremely tropey, right? Like it became super predictable, super typical anime or typical shonen like anime. The difference is instead of a monster of the week, you had a quote unquote invention of the week, which is still cool and it's still good, but it lost its individuality, if you will, by going that route, by having a tournament arc, by having these typical normal issues any other anime hero would have to worry about. You know what I mean? He solved them differently, but I still think it just became super average. And then like the comedy beats just felt off to me a lot of the times, but that do not mean I did not like Dr. Stone, because I did. What did we give it? We gave it like a 7 point something.
Yeah, but I rated it higher than you.
Yeah. But still,
probably not. I don't think I rated it higher than you by a lot.
No, it wasn't.
I really enjoyed it, but I also think like it was. I think it was better than average, but it wasn't like as hype as everyone made it out.
Yes. Then that's where I'm at too. I'm just a little bit more harsh with mines, I guess. I do think the Stone Wars though is going to shoot it up to the top, because this is what we came here for. Like this is what
we're here for.
That's exactly what I'm here for. So maybe they just meant to drag it out just so they can do this. But this Stone War arc is probably going to be hype, and I'm looking forward to it. Brains versus Brawn, one of my favorite things. Which is funny because I've been in Discord playing Cyberpunk with Legal, Malik, and Neb, just talking to Neb about it. And I mentioned the fact
gorilla arms.
I mentioned the fact that like Malik and Legal are both going Brawn, like they're just going powerhouse, either weapons or power weapons or something like that. And I'm going brains, like I'm going the intellectual route by hacking people. So,
and funny thing is, literally, I went the same way.
Yeah, you went intelligence too.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Intelligence and cool.
You ain't gonna do this build I got. Nasty. We'll talk about that on After Store whenever we can record that.
We record it on Friday. Don't worry.
All right. Another one on this list is both me and Tails, probably one of our most anticipated.
Polo been waiting for this to come back for the longest time.
I got reincarnated as a slime, season 2, boy.
It's about time.
It's about fucking time, man.
They've been playing with us, bro.
How long has it been? Like, it's only been like a year.
Nah, it's been over a year, bro.
Has it?
It's definitely been over a year.
Year and a half, maybe?
Something like that, because it feels like it stopped before we started recording. I'm pretty sure it did.
Yeah, it did. Episode 1 of Dr. Stone airs in 24 days, by the way. Actually, 22 days from the time you're hearing this, because you're hearing this on the 22nd. So I got to keep that in mind. But the time I got reincarnated as slime airs in 20 days. It's going to be, it doesn't have how many episodes it's going to be, but you got to assume 24 as well. But what is going to be the issue? What is going to be the drama that he's going to have to overcome in this season?
He's about to fight the main demon lord dude, not obviously the one who is doing all the scheming, because he's not the strongest, right?
Right.
His new quote unquote dragon best friend is the strongest demon lord. What's her name?
Oh yeah, I forget. I forget her name.
Well, she is the strongest,
Mhm.
but there obviously is one making all the plans and stuff.
Yep.
And he's gonna be the problem.
He might be demon level with his planning.
Because Miru about to pop up though.
Yeah, true. Now I hope this continues its same trope, but it got a lot to overcome because I don't know. Anno's Voldigod, his power is probably number one for me as far as the overpowered hero goes. Even I think Anno's passed Overlord as far as power.
The thing is that like Anos is definitely stronger than like everybody, but I don't think we know how strong Overlord is.
Oh, Overlord. Oh, true. Even though we got 3 Overlords?
I mean,
or 2?
3 seasons.
Okay.
I think,
Yeah.
But the book was never finished, so that's why the anime stopped. And I would prefer that the anime stop and let the book finish.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like giving us bullshit.
We're gonna talk about that a little bit later with the question we got, but I totally agree. I don't even read the manga, and I would say just wait. Just wait until
I think it's a novel though. I don't even think it's a manga.
A light novel, yes, it is a light novel. You're right. But I would just say let the light novel finish, you know. Just let it finish. We don't want to ruin it. Fuck, man, that airs in 20 days. Fuck, that's crazy. Now, seriously, I know Reincarnated as a Slime was one of our most anticipated, but the second half of ReZero Season 2, man, and it's 16 days, bro. 16 days.
Yo, low key, if this is the only thing coming out this winter, I'd actually kind of be okay.
Bro, we got to rewatch it dubbed. Now that the dubbed is done, I think.
I'm so happy.
I just want to watch it again.
And I know I'm gonna cry. I know it's gonna be some sad shit.
Do you think in the future, for the future of ReZero, you think there's gonna be a season 3?
Definitely, because there's no way the resolution comes after this.
You're right. Fuck,
he hasn't
bro.
even figured out the main problem of the land, and I don't think he'll be able to solve that problem in 12 episodes.
Nah, you're right. You're right as fuck. Hey, you know what, Tel? You know what I think we should do? Let's drop this episode for everybody on the same day.
The video?
The video version of me, yeah.
Sounds good. Okay,
we're gonna do that because this is big. This is the winter season. Okay, this is the winter season. We gotta have everybody on the same page.
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, but yeah, that fucking ReZero, man. Where did we leave off? Oh, he just was having that conversation with all the witches, and now he was trying to. Was it the conversation with the witches that ended it on, or was it the conversation with that fucking demon?
I mean,
the head of the house.
Oh no, because I think he talked to him before.
Yeah,
he had the conversation with the witches and kind of like came to that resolution where like they kind of all like support and love him. Yeah, and then he went on his goal to go do his thing. It was getting chills. We're about to make this shake. And that's what they did. I repeat, we are ReZero stands. We will die for this show. Seriously. Easy, bro. It's so fucking easy. Good. It's so good, man. It's so good. Nothing nobody can tell me. Not none. All right. And then in 17 days or 2 days before. Okay. You guys are hearing this on the 22nd. We're recording this on the 20th. So just bear with me when I say this. 17 days away from right now, which is the 20th, we get one of my favorite shows, Quintessential Quintuplet Season 2. One of my favorite slice of lives. And I'm for sure looking forward to this one. Big time. Reason being is because the cliffhanger that it left out on was kind of like major. And I'm looking forward to whichever one of these quintessential quintuplets he choose. I'm hoping for Miku because Miku's obviously the best girl ever in the world. This show though, seriously, if you haven't seen it, Quintessential Quintuplets is fantastic. It has like some of the best, I guess, slice of life storytelling. It's so different. The way it works is it's about this real smart dude. He's like super, like extremely smart, a genius, if you will. The reason he's so smart is because his family struggles monetarily. So what he does is he tries to be extremely smart so he can get into the best college so he can help support his family. It's these girls that go to the school. They're quintuplets, so there's 5 of them, and they're all
extremely, I guess the word I wouldn't say stupid, but they're not smart. Each one of the 5 though is excels in each a different subject in school. So each one of them, like, one is good at math, one is good at history, one is good at science, etc. But they're failing the rest. He's tasked with tutoring this family of not smart girls and making sure that they pass their classes. And if he does, he gets this huge like bonus payment, and his family will be pretty much taken care of. But he's having a hard time doing that because they don't want to take the time to learn, and they don't want to basically succeed. Essentially, it's phenomenal. I love the show. It starts off with like drama because the sisters don't really want to deal with him. They feel like they're gonna like try to break up their family dynamic, and they're all kind of against it until they slowly start to see how much he cares, and each one of them starts to slowly like fall in love with him. And it's like it's a good one. It's a good one. My kind of anime.
I haven't seen it, but it's a slice of life thing with a
It's
harem.
a banger, bro. But it's like, it's so tasteful, you know. I like my non-tasteful stuff, but this is so tasteful that it's a joy to watch. I think everybody should watch it.
If you think it's that good, I'm gonna add it to the list because I gotta watch it. And also, it's a banger in Japan. Like, it's one of the best of all time.
Yeah, it's huge, which understandably so, because it's fucking fantastic. Yeah, but it's one I'm looking forward to. Next up on this list, what's this, a movie? It looks like a movie. I'm gonna skip that for now. But another one that's probably highly anticipated will be Beastars. Tell's favorite anime of all time, apparently.
Hey, let's go. This time go 10 out of 10. After season 2, we're gonna rate it again. And we're gonna do it again. And then we're gonna do it again.
For those of you that don't know.
And then we're gonna do it again.
For those of you that don't know and listen to us a little bit later, Beastars is kind of rated kind of high on our list. And is to no fault of my own. I did enjoy the show. I hated the animation of it. But Tell liked it a lot more than I did. And I enjoyed the story of it. I think we both gave it the same on the story. I don't remember, but the story is great.
That was the redeeming quality of all the things that Polo hated.
Yeah.
Was the story. I actually didn't mind the CGI so much.
Awful.
I really enjoyed the artistic direction of the show.
I hate like low framed or whatever you want to call it animation, like 3D CGI animation. It's awful to me personally. But yeah, Beastars, I'm still looking forward to figuring out what the hell is going to go on between, you know, the best couple in anime. JK.
From screenshots though, it looks like it gets kind of dark, like darker. Because I mean, I can't say dark because it is some dark moments.
Very, yeah. So even darker.
Yeah.
I'm down for that because I mean, he went through a lot of shit, man. Maybe he embraces his wolfhood, I guess, if for lack of a better word. Sorry, I'm slightly distracted because I'm trying to get a PlayStation because they gonna go live at Target in a little bit, so I'm watching that too.
Good luck, buddy.
Thanks. Next
also,
one.
We can have superpowers in 30 minutes.
Oh, true. Episode 1. Oh, when does Quintessential airs? Did I say that? I don't remember. Quintessential airs in 17 days. I did say that. Okay, Beastars aired in 16 days, the same day as ReZero season 2. Interesting enough, dude. This winter's about to hit.
Well, also one of your shows, which you've seen this, you've watched it before. I actually haven't watched this, but I'm gonna pick it up too. World Trigger 2. Oh,
So I didn't watch the World Trigger show. I played the game. Played and beat the game.
Well, this shit looks good. Looks cool as hell.
Yeah, the art style is fantastic. I want to see what they do and how they do it because the game is phenomenal. The game was one of my favorite RPGs for a very long time until I played Fire Emblem. But it was up there. Cells at Work is coming back too with season 2. My brother loved that show.
Cells at Work is actually really interesting too because it's like, oddly enough, it's like, I don't want to say reasonable, but it's like, it's educational. It gives you that idea of like how shit happens inside your body, and it makes sense. Like if your kids watch it, it's good, but it's also really interesting. And then it's like it has that real shonen like crazy stuff. Like
so it's kid
cut
friendly.
You over a sword, like shink shink, and that's the end of your body. But it's still like the inside of the body and how the body works and stuff.
That's dope.
Yeah,
I'm down to watch it. Season whatever the fuck this is of Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh yeah. So here's the thing. I kind of want to watch it.
Of course.
But I don't want to go through that ugly phase.
Is it the same studio? Because it says.
Oh my God. Was it Studio Period?
Oh, that was Studio Period that did that? This is the 4th season of Seven Deadly Sins. And no, Studio Den.
Yeah, Studio Dean.
Studio Dean.
They fucked it all up if that was the last time.
I'm kind of interested to see who it was last time.
Because they can hold all of that. They hold that.
A studio that is pretty good, though, with his animation is Cloverworks, and they're coming out with a slice of life, it looks like. This one I don't know nothing about, but let's continue on with the shows we do know. I think that's it, though, that we do know.
Log Horizon.
What?
Studio Dean, Log Horizon, Destruction of the Round Table.
Stop. You're lying to me.
It's right there. 12 episodes. Airing in 23 days.
What? The Log Horizon is coming back? Yo, I did not even know that. Yo, I'm freaking out, bro. Wait, where is it? What is it near? Oh, here it's right in front of me. Destruction. Log Horizon is coming back. Only 12 though. That's okay. Log Horizon is coming back. I can't wait. Oh my gosh, bro.
Gintama.
Dude, that just got me hyped. I love Log Horizon. I didn't think that would ever happen. I'm about to pull a rewatch. 23 days. I got 23 days to watch season 1 through 2. I could do that. Log Horizon is a great isekai for sure. With not even with a overpowered character in terms of like combat ability, but it's all about smarts. It's he's playing chess while everybody plays checkers. It's phenomenal.
It's like a No Game No Life.
Yeah, almost exactly like that. Almost.
We out here playing 3D chess, and they playing Connect 4.
Right. We got Yuryu Camp. I don't know what that is. Let's see here.
Sorcerer Stabber Orphan got a new season.
Interesting.
I'm surprised the first season did that, or that remake of that season did so well, because it didn't seem like it was doing that well.
It's just funny. This X arm. Probably one of the worst looking anime ever. But it's coming in 20 days if you're down, I guess.
Oh goodness!
Shout out to Panda, but here's another slice of life volleyball 4.
Oh wait, what is this?
2.43. Sanin High School boys volleyball team. What a title!
If it's bad, she's gonna rail it.
True.
Cause she was railing Red Girlfriend. She was done with it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. He was making her so mad. She couldn't deal with it.
Because again, people don't understand his situation like we did.
Yeah.
Well, all right. That's it for everything we know. Now, out of these, what is looking to be something we're going to catch that you don't think most people will?
I think so. One that's going to end up being good that we don't know for sure yet. It was like, there's 2 that I think might end up being good. One of them is Alice in Deadly School. That airs in 14 days. That's just a random one.
Alice in Deadly School.
Yeah, and then the Hidden Dungeon, only one can enter. Those are the 2 I'm gonna say. Yes.
I'm looking at that one. I'm thinking this what's this? Kaifuyuki. It's an ecchi fantasy, so of course I'm down. That airs in 23 days from Studio T&K, which I don't think I've heard of before. It looks interesting though.
And then what else? Oh, Coffee. Yeah, that's one I was looking at too. What else? What's another one? Because I know I saw one more on here. High Rise Invasion. Oh, but it's an OVA kind of thing. I gotta watch that. Whatever that is. I
hope we get it like another. Oh, Studio Bones is animating a skating one, which is called Skate the Infinity. I'm not a big sports guy, but that looks interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm hope bottom tier character is good.
Bottom tier. What if it's really good though?
I know that looks interesting to me. It's airing in 18 days, 12 episodes.
We both like a underdog.
True. One of the best gamers in Japan, and in his opinion, the game of real life is one of the worst. No clear-cut rules for success, horribly balanced, and nothing makes sense. But then he meets a gamer who's just as good as him, and she offers to teach him a few exploits. Ooh, I'm down. That sounds interesting. That sounds interesting indeed.
We got a couple of them might actually be good on here. Let's see.
You gonna watch this Back Arrow?
I don't know, bro. That's a mecha.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool too.
I'm gonna pick up World Trigger though. So, Panda had hit us in the DMs and was talking about a challenge, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said the watchers to watch 71 episodes or 71 anime next year, and I'm like, bro,
we do that anyway.
I think so, but like she talking about completion, like you got to finish the whole thing, not watch some of it, but the whole thing.
I see. Yeah,
I'm
see,
like, bet.
That might be a little bit more of an issue for you, and you're in the watchers. You know, I watch that many episodes of shit,
but you low key the GOAT
all the time.
I think if I can get an earlier work schedule, I'll definitely do it. But I've also been watching a lot more dub than I ever have. Like I'm used to watching sub,
of course,
but I can't watch sub as much. Like Yu Yu Hakusho is strictly dubbed right now.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's just the dub is just better. Period.
I don't know that because I ain't even checked out the sub. I ain't even touched it.
I don't like it.
Code Geass dubbed right now.
Great, that's a great dub though.
Throw that thing up. I've heard it was amazing. That's all I know right now.
Yeah.
It's great. Low key of Attack on Titan. Well, nah, I'm cool with Attack on Titan being subbed right now because I like paying extra attention to it.
Yeah, I'm good with either or with that one. That one's both is extremely good and either subbed or dubbed.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, probably one of the best episodes ever, but we'll talk about that later.
You know, I just want to say this real quick, Paulo. I love you. I feel like you just understand me, bro. You understand me.
I was saying that for me. I don't know what you talk about.
I don't get it.
That was it.
Okay, go ahead.
Blew me back. It was so good. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, the winter season is looking juicy. If there's anything that come out of the winter season that we didn't talk about, let us know. That y'all looking forward to. Let us know on Twitter, on Instagram, or on our email at contact@miccheckwaifu.com. A lot of these are looking special. We might have missed some, but I'm telling you, there's so much. There's like a really long list of anime that
it's a list this time.
Like list. So let us know if we missed anything that you think we should take a look at. Obviously, when we watch it, we're going to talk about it here on the show. Yeah. Where should we go to next? We got a lot. We got questions. We got Yu Yu Hakusho. Let's
do questions before we jump into the topic.
Okay, so before we do that, though, do we want to do Mic Check Manga Club?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Oh my God, that shit was so good.
Let's start with that before we get into the questions because the questions are extensive. So, man, bro, Mic Check Manga Club is us reading Solo Leveling together. All of us reading Solo Leveling together. You should have read up to chapter 45 if you could. So I'm gonna make sure I put a timestamp. Okay, 29 minutes in. Solo Leveling for the Mic Check Manga Club has been literally like my favorite read almost.
Yo, this shit is so good.
So fucking good. Oh my God. I haven't read as much manga as you, so I mean, me saying this means absolutely nothing, but this is probably the best read I've had ever.
No, it's actually amazing. And I was reading this earlier and I was like, I gotta get back into Mission Yozakura family.
Yeah, true, because that was good too.
Well, I saw Mission Yozakura is on the top of Shonen right now, Shonen Jump.
Let's go.
Headline thing. I was like, it's gotta be good. But
we've been there early. We was there early.
Right. But it's just so many good things I'm reading, like Phantom Seer and stuff right now. But this is still like right now what I'm reading for Solo Leveling is just entirely too good, bro.
Man.
I want this animated.
Me too. I don't know if it's the pacing, it's the development, it's the world. It's all of it that just feels so alive, bro.
It feels like this could be us.
Yes. Yes.
And like I said, I shared the picture on the Mic Check on Waifu Instagram.
Follow us.
When they were talking about the like how he kind of goes into this state of madness and all he's thinking is how, and without actually, we see the words, but without actually hearing it, you kind of feel it in your body.
Yes, I hear the monologue in my head, dude. Yeah,
where he says how so many times that the page just entirely turns black with him saying how.
Yeah.
Because it filled up the entire page. I'm just like, yo.
And that was him fighting, what was it, the Red Knight? What they call it? What was his name?
No, that wasn't the Red Knight. That was the
oh no, that was
it wasn't the Cerberus. What was he fighting when that it don't matter. That moment was it was the tarantula thing, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, it was when he was fighting the spider. But that moment was like those are the things that you do in like a manga series.
Yes.
That overwhelm the reader, but in a sense of like it puts them in that moment because it's visually that representation.
Yes.
They did that shit so well, bro.
It was nearly fucking perfect, bro. Nearly perfect. I'm telling you, I don't have a negative thing to say about this. Not one. I can't think of anything.
I agree.
From the pacing of like per page, because I got it. I'm using an app called Manga Top. Okay, and you could choose to scroll up or you could choose to scroll like normal manga. Obviously, you want to scroll up on this one because this is like a webtoon. But I'm just scrolling, and as I'm scrolling, I'm like, this is the most beautiful shit I've ever read. Like, it's gorgeous. It's already halfway there. They gave you the colors, they gave you the art style. All it needs is fucking David Productions animation with some of the scenes, because like when the knight popped up and you saw how he like it was a silhouette of it with the
red knight,
with the blue eyes glowing. No, I'm talking about towards the end. I'm skipping towards the end a little bit here, but when he summoned it and became the Shadow Lord, that picture just screamed Fire Force to me, and I'm like, man, if they had this shit, it'll just be so fucking perfect, man.
Bro.
Oh.
The whole. There's just so much I want to see animated in this show. Like when, like I actually wanted to see simple things, like when they were showing the difference between like a fighter and a berserker, a mage and a elite sorcerer, and then like the necromancer and the monarch of the shadows. Like I want to see that, just that little screen, because it just feels like a game, but it feels like it could be any of us. I just want to low key slide into this scenario and see what the fuck's popping.
Right. That's what makes it so great, man. Like, out of how many do you want to read this week?
Do we know what the next like arc, like chapter is? Like the next. Let's just read. I don't know. Let's. I don't know. Hold on. What did we read? We read 30 last time.
Yeah. I blew past 30 like literally. So we record on Sunday. Okay. I read Monday. I read all 30 chapters.
I mean, how many you want to read?
You want to try to go for 45?
You want to just hit 100? Because it's not like, is there 100 chapters left?
Let me see.
Or is it?
Hold on. Let's look up Solo Leveling season, because I think it's broken up into seasons. Okay. To be honest, I don't know what I'm looking for.
I'm not used to reading manga by seasons. I just throw it on and read it,
which is definitely different. But because this is a what they call it, manhwa, so a manhwa webtoon. So they're like broken up into seasons. I don't even know how that shit goes, to be honest. Season 2. I don't fucking know. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out during the break, and we'll come back and let y'all know. But seriously, extremely interesting. All right, so let's transition quickly. Cue the music, Polo, to Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm sorry, Till, I fucked up, bro. I watched.
You're good.
I guess I watched too many episodes. I didn't feel like it because what I did was I just went from the end of whatever we had last, and then I just added 14. I just plus.
I think that we did it wrong last time and not this time, right? Because that was 14 episodes essentially, and
Funimation, the way they break shit down, they don't separate it.
I use the Hulu app,
and that's why. Yeah, so you and Crystal both use the Hulu app, which is broken up by season.
Yeah, it says season 3 as soon as you hit 56, and I was like, well, we here. Let's watch these next 2 episodes. But I'm cool with it because those 2 episodes was great.
Yeah,
season 2.
I almost thought I'm like, damn, this is a perfect stopping point because of where it stopped. Right, it was the end of Hiei's fight. So, we kind of added a couple of more episodes. I apologize. That's on me because last time we were short. But man, this tournament is still fucking good, man. Again, story-wise, it's not much there, but tell me why. I'm going to get hate for this, and I don't give a fuck. I was more upset at Genkai's death than I was at Ace's. I said it. Sue me. And this story blows compared to One Piece's. Okay? It's just not a good story. But for some reason...
Okay, all right, Polo, here. Look, just listen real quick. I got to stop you, kind of.
All right.
I get it. Because Genkai's death made me tear up. Like, I felt more impacted by Genkai's death than I did by Ace's as well. The difference with Ace's death, though, is that, like, to me, I relate it to Luffy more than I do with, like, Yusuke. I think Yusuke just a dope ass character.
Yeah.
But I related to Luffy more when it came to like having like a sibling or whatever. Like I don't have no siblings.
So the impact to Luffy is what impacted you.
Not Ace himself, right? Like I liked Ace's character, but I only saw him for 3 episodes, so like I couldn't personally be connected to him. But like you, my brother, right? Mm-hmm. Like you, my Ace.
Right.
If something happened to you. You think I'm not gonna be sitting there like Luffy, like what the fuck? And I'm gonna be running somebody fade though. I get that. I'm a fade somebody, but I'm just saying, like that's the relationship I had. Now with Genkai, that shit was hard, bro.
I know
that broke my heart.
I was done, man.
And I mean, I've seen this before.
Yeah, I remember this part too.
I've seen this before.
Yeah, I remember it too. I'm like, oh shit, this is the part, and I'm like, oh fuck. Because if I feel like she cared about Yusuke so much, even with their weird relationship, I still feel like she cared about him. Again, I'm just starting to remember how like just super just weird the fucking Yu Yu Hakusho story is. It's like it's so strange, but its moments, it's kind of like Hunter x Hunter. Like its moments are so spectacular, man.
Well, and here's the thing about how Genkai and Yusuke's relationship goes. The big thing about the relationship is the fact that, like, there's a lot of it that happens off screen. But when Genkai is, like, dying, because we do see Genkai doing all this, we see Genkai remembering things, like, of them training. Yeah. And her teaching him. And then we realize that Genkai had all this time, she wasn't like a bad guy in any way, shape, or form, but she wasn't necessarily a good guy. But everything she did was like for the betterment of people and herself and stuff like that. Right. And like her bonding with Yusuke, even though he was like this hard-headed, her whole goal was to like live on. And that's everybody's goal, right? Like even, and I feel like as we become older, that goal kind of sits more with you. It's like, I want to leave something behind that the whole world can kind of love and live with or be happy with. And that's what she did with Yusuke. She left something behind. And the test that she gave him before, she kind of like tricked him, was like, so, you know, in order to get my final power, you have to be willing to kill me.
And he like, nah, I'm cool. Nope, not me. Ain't worth it. Which I gel with a lot. So again, I'm going to rail on this story. The overarching story of Yu Yu Hakusho to me is not good. But
I forgot what they came to this tournament for.
Me too. Exactly. See,
I was like, oh yeah, okay.
I was just about to say that it's so forgettable and just washed out. But then it makes sense when you sort of remember. But the best part about it is the way they're doing like those moments that we didn't get to see, because I feel like the way they filled that in, the way they filled in Genkai's younger years with what's his name, Toguro, whatever his name is. Yeah. With the way they filled that out, I'm like, oh, now this all makes sense. Even though it was coming together, which is something I wasn't expecting from this story at all. So that part of it was pretty damn good. I liked it a lot.
Now, I also liked, like, I had completely forgot Kurama was who he was.
Oh my god, yeah, me too.
I completely forgot that part. I remember Hiei fusing with the dragon and that kind of stuff. I was like, that was hard.
Yep.
But Kurama, I completely forgot. I was like, he is a fox demon. That's why his name is Kurama. But like, what makes him special? Because he don't seem that strong. He just seems smart. He's Kurapika with red hair. You know, like that's just what I'm like. Wait, he's not that strong. And then I'm like, you know what? He did do that. And I was like, yo, Kurama's raw. And I remember why I liked him so much.
Yep. Was it Yokoro Kurama or some shit like that?
Yeah, it's the original demon itself.
Yes.
It's just fire, bro. And the using plants to devour. I was like, yo, this is dark.
It's such it's such a dark and yet, I don't know, it was satisfying watching that fight. Even though he lost, essentially, it was still just
and yo, they had to give him the most cheesiest like crap loss.
I know.
I'll take it. 10.28 seconds. Come on, man. They could have gave my man that W.
Right. Overall, though, this tournament is way better than I remember it being, to be honest. I got shit for Kuwabara. Kubara. I'll be going ham on Twitter sometimes, man. I'll be just
Yo, I looked at that. I was like, let Pokemon handle this one himself.
I'm like, oh, oops, my fault. I that's how bad he is. He didn't deserve for me to actually look up how to spell his fucking name.
Kuwabara, he is bad in this part of the anime.
He was trash.
Like, he's done nothing good, but they're using him as comic relief, so I get it. Like,
yeah, I guess to break up some of the tension.
Twice.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even want to fight him. Just like, oh, Kuwabara, you're not strong enough. We'll just teleport you outside the ring. And if they could have done that to everybody, like, why didn't they just do that to every single person and win the fight?
Only Kuwabara would go for something like dumb.
You can't do it to Kurama. I mean, they could have done it to Yusuke, but Yusuke was like, I think Yusuke was faster.
Yeah, so they wouldn't catch him. Catch him in that Pokeball. But
right,
like legit, he was fucking just annoying me. I'm like, yo, are you just getting in to fucking lose almost 30 seconds into the show? Stop. You're a paperweight, bro. Get out of here. Go sit down somewhere.
He gets better.
The problem is yeah, oh, absolutely. I do remember him getting better. But the problem is he's always talking like the most, oh, I'm gonna do this honorable type shit, but instantly go down. Like you're just there to stop everybody from being who they should, and that's demons. I want them to be fucking demons, and he can't because Kuwabara's like, yo, no, I'm a man. Do it the man way. Like, no. If I'm fighting somebody 7'3", I'm picking up brick. Let him pick up.
The shortest person in the show is 7'3".
Yeah.
Everybody they fight is a whole ass demon.
Whole demon. And then they're like 4'11", 5'1" and shit. Like, come on.
14-year-olds.
14, yeah.
And how is Hiei still the shortest motherfucker in the state?
True. Oh man, you talk has been fun though. I'm enjoying it. Watch another 14.
Do you want to actually watch 14? Like, do you want to watch 12 this time, or do you want to watch another 14? Like, 12 will put us at halfway through the season.
You want to do 12?
That's up to you, bro. I don't mind doing whatever.
I'm kind of
that way we even it out.
Yeah, I'm kind of down with that. Let's do 12. 12 this week to put us back on track.
And we'll try and get to 100 on solo leveling, so that'll even out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Try to get to 100. All right, that's it. Go to chapter 100 with Mike Check Manga Club of Solo Leveling, and then read 12 episodes. That's perfect. I like that. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, questions, and then the next topic. So many questions. Sorry if we don't get to all of your questions, because there are a lot, and we are 45 minutes into this episode already.
Goodness gracious.
I know.
Paula, what are you talking about, bro?
Okay. Here we go. All right, let's start off with I feel like Steve's is easy this week. So we're gonna start off with Scuba Steve. Shout out to Inside the Blurred Mind podcast. Love y'all. We appreciate all y'all do.
Always.
Almost Christmas time. You're billionaires. You guys now have unlimited budget. What are you getting each other? This is easy for me. I'm moving Tell out of Florida. Okay. I'm buying him the biggest house in Texas for him and the fam. I'm also probably going to get the next door neighbor spot. But this is not for me. This is for him. I'm buying literally my niece and nephew everything I can possibly think of that I think they will want. I'm putting a gym in Tell's house, like the biggest gym ever.
Bet.
And he's gonna run it with a staff. It's gonna be a business. And then
play anime while you're working out.
Yeah, right. True. And then give him 10 billion. I don't know. He said unlimited budget, so that's I'm gonna give you a bill. How about that?
Goodness gracious. Okay, well, I mean, so with unlimited budget, we gonna do that same thing in reverse, but put Polo in the next door spot.
Let's go.
Oh man, we gonna get his current car completely updated and modded.
Let's go.
But also buy him a new one.
Mm-hmm. I'm down.
So he got the old thing with a brand new engine, brand new transmission, brand new tires, brand new rims, brand new body. And we got to get the tent on there updated, because it's Texas, it's too hot.
True.
And then get the new whip. Whatever he want, he probably drive something simple like a Porsche 911 or
something simple. You already know what it is.
Aston Martin DB9, something crazy. Something simple. Gonna get his. We're gonna get him a studio put in his home, but it's gonna be like a multifaceted studio. It's gonna be like photography. Oof. It's gonna be like an art studio. It's gonna be like a music recording studio, so Jay Cursive and Gates can come through and Dub can come through. It's gonna be all of it. Polo gonna do everything. He don't need nothing else.
That's the language right there. Language of love right there.
And then we're gonna walk into Target and be like, hey, look, Polo said he don't want to do this no more. Ooh,
true.
I'm gonna do it while Polo's still working. He ain't know I bought all that. Like, why you quit my job for me? I'm like, cause I got you a whole house and $1 billion.
just come in and touch it. You no longer work here.
I got you fired, bro.
All right, next up is Rob J, aka Rainer is trash. This is his name on Twitter now.
Really?
Shit. His question is, when the last time y'all saw each other in person? Man, bro. Years. Literally
3 years?
Yeah. You would never even know it, but it's been about 3. No, because I've been at my other place for 4 years. So it's been about 4.5 years.
It's been a minute.
Crazy to even think about. Don't even feel like it, but probably because we see each other every week, but you know how that go.
Yeah,
His other question is, I know, it's wild. His other question is, I just started AOT and caught up in a week, which we saw you were going crazy. I want to know what y'all favorite character in the series is. I love Misaka and Hanji. Is that how you pronounce his name? I can't remember.
Mikasa and Hanj.
Yeah, Hanj. Yeah. That's a good choice. Mine's is easy. Levi and Aaron.
I think Aaron Yeager's the GOAT.
Yeah, true.
I fucking love that dude. Mikasa, Levi. I even like Armin. Armin is the most irritating of the characters, though, if you're being real.
Yeah, but like I've experienced so many more irritating characters now. After a while, like he's minimal, you know.
He doesn't cry half as much, and he gets so much better after so many tears are shed. He's like, fuck all that tear and shit.
And he colossal now too, so
that's fuck. No homo. But yeah, Aaron is the GOAT of that show. Period. True. And the manga.
True. Sorry, I'm refreshing Target right now, so bear with me.
Trying to get that PS5.
Trying to get the PS5, bro. If I secured, I'm gonna flip. Okay. So Vash got one for us. He said, if you had an option to choose a Titan from AOT, which one would you choose? There are nine to choose from, but you can only choose from the anime we've seen so far. So Hammer Titan is out, which I don't even know what that is.
It's Warhammer, but we'll take it. That would be my choice, Warhammer Titan. But if we take out the Warhammer Titan, I'm choosing the Founding Titan.
Of course, like that's the only answer. But since you chose the Founding Titan, I'm going to choose the Armored Titan.
Beast Titan. Let's go. Okay,
yeah, I'm not throwing shit at Pete. No, I'm Armored Titan all the way. I'm taking bullets, but punching shit out. And then he also asked, since Netflix got the license for Iron Man, Blade, X-Men, Wolverine, anime from Madhouse, what Western cartoon characters would you like to see an anime style studio behind? Western
easily for me, I'm choosing Iron Man and Ironheart because I love them. I love Iron Man. Iron Man is my favorite Marvel character in general.
What Western cartoon characters would you like to see anime style and the studio behind it? I'm gonna obviously choose Spider-Man, a Spider-Man anime, and then give me somebody like Ufotable for that one. Or
I would even take something absolutely fucking ridiculous, like if you gave me like fucking Wile E. Coyote and
and Roadrunner. Ooh.
On some like hype animation and shit.
Yeah,
like high key, I'll take it.
On some silly like One Punch Man type shit.
Yeah, but make it raw, like animated dope. Like when my dude, when the Roadrunner peel off, the ground start peeling off, and you see the like fucking ground start to shake and the rubble come up. You know what I'm go off and it's extra dramatic lighting. You know I'm not that big of a fan of Mob Psycho's like camera work, but I would love that shit with Wile E. Coyote and like, you know how they be doing like the SpongeBob trailers and stuff in the anime, like how they just did the Among Us one. Like, bro, just give us that, but make it Wile E. Coyote in the Roadrunner. True, I'm down for that. Okay, so Abe says, with Super Negro Day upon us, name your superpower with one major flaw. Name the anime universe you're in. No safe stuff. And he said, "Oh, let's start off with in order, okay? All right, name your superpower with one major flaw." So it's 4 minutes past that day or past that time, so my power is already here. I haven't quite discovered it yet, but when I figure it out, I'll let y'all know. The power I would choose is something similar to like what Mirio does in My Hero Academia, but I don't want to go through the ground. I just want to be able to like ethereally walk through stuff. And if I walk through a person, I want to freeze them, kind of like Sub-Zero. Ooh, that's clean. Give me the ability to teleport. But if I teleport like into a picture or something like that, I have to sleep for 4 hours. But I can teleport like to where I can see it, like where my eyes can see, I can teleport, right? And it caused some exhaustion.
but it doesn't put me to sleep. But if I try to go to someplace like from here to Tokyo, then I got to sleep for 4 days.
Okay. That's kind of dope, though.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Name the anime universe you're in. No safe stuff.
I'm going to ReZero so I can help Subaru.
Oh, shit. That's definitely not safe. Yikes.
He needs help. He needs help.
Damn, that's scary to even think about. Name the anime universe. Shit. No safe stuff.
You can go to Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Or you can be in Fire Force. But that teleporting power is not going to help in Fire Force.
No, it ain't going to do me too much justice there. Put me in, fuck, dude, I don't know.
Steins Gate?
Yeah, I'll go to Steins Gate. Because I ain't got shit to do with time, so whatever it is, I'm just there with the characters chilling.
But you can be there at the right time when somebody needs you.
That's true. Get them out of trouble.
You just need to know
exactly
what's going on.
Exactly. Me and Okabe tag teaming. He says, name the antagonist, demon level or higher, but demon level is the highest.
Okay, so we're not making our own antagonist. We gotta add a new antagonist to the show.
Ooh, that's a good question. They don't really clarify that.
Because I'm not adding Madara to ReZero. That don't make sense.
Name the antagonist. The antagonist to us, I'm gonna assume.
All right, my antagonist would be a character named Chi Balladeer, who is my Dungeons and Dragons character. Mm-hmm. He is half human, half demon, and he is a bard / warlock, and he poisons people by talking to them.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Death.
Mm-hmm.
Name the antagonist, demon level, which is the highest. Ooh, boy. I don't know, man. This is a tough one. Give me something like what's that? Something like that Ash fucking dude from Hajime Industries on Fire Force. Somebody with that kind of power, but with like the demon level intelligence.
Goodness gracious.
And his name would probably be like Ash.
That's a little scary.
Yeah, it's truthfully.
Real quick, I was trying to figure out what smells so good, and it's my Ohio State hoodie.
Hey, represent.
Smell straight like a guy out the washer.
Weird side note.
Big Ten, you know how we do over here.
Straight up. Big Ten champs. Congrats. Do you die a hero or become a villain?
I'm a villain at heart. I just don't actually do bad things. But I would die a hero.
All I'm doing is teleporting, so I'll be a hero. I'm gonna save kids and trees and stuff, or whatever goes on. Whatever kids do nowadays. With that teleport ability, I think that's possible. All right. Panda with quite a few questions, so we're gonna start go on hers. If you had to play on any team in Haikyuu, what team would it be?
Shiro Torizawa.
What's the school that our team play for? That'd be me.
Yeah, I'm choosing Shiro Torizawa because they were the ones who kind of like, he was the put everybody the fuck down. Like, yo, that shit was
demon.
Beautiful. that shit was great, bro. That made me feel special things.
Yeah, I'm the Rose from the Concrete, bro. That's me.
Definitely.
Let's see here, and then these ones. A character from Haikyuu you hate and why?
Not a damn one.
I was about to say that. I don't hate none of them.
How could you hate those characters?
Every one of those.
Panda, tell us what character you hate.
Exactly. Because I hate none of them.
That's the question. Because I don't hate not a one.
Even the people our people was going against. I respect them. I understand how they felt and why they felt that way because the storytelling in Haikyuu is so goddamn good.
If anything, I would have to say the only character I could possibly be like, I don't like and I won't even go as far as say I don't like him. It would be the one dude who substitutes in, who's acting too shy, like
I like him a lot.
Like that. That's what I'm saying. I like him, but he was the only irritating personality I could possibly think of. But to me, it was like, that's real. Like a freshman just came in and was like, I'm raw and I'm about to do raw shit. He was like, well, I got to keep my spot, but I don't know how to be I don't know how to be that demanding or work for it like that. True. But he still worked for it and he got what he deserved. Facts. So I don't know, bro. Like, there's no one in the show I hate so far. Not a single one. I'm
right there with you. Right there with you. Okay. 5 underrated anime that deserve more praise.
God damn it. Okay. How about we do this as a group?
Yes.
Go ahead. You first.
I think. Fuck, man. This is tough because I can't remember a lot.
Chivalry of a Fell Knight.
That's a good one. Sorry, I'm still watching Target. Let's see here. Deserve more praise. ReZero.
100%.
I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, when I saw somebody complain about ReZero, I was like, I don't know what the fuck.
It's too much. It irritated me so bad. Shout out to Blanime Podcast for that tweet that pissed me off.
Oh man,
that's 2.
Fuck, what the fuck?
I think convenience store.
Fire Force ain't hyped up enough to me either.
Man, facts, man. Drop that.
Like
facts.
Y'all hyped up. I ain't saying Demon Slayer wasn't good, but y'all hyped up Demon Slayer. Y'all hyped up so much other shit that just wasn't this. True. And now I gotta go however many months before I get season 3 or whatever.
I hate them. It's a slice of life called Convenience Store. I think it's called Convenience Store Boyfriends or something like that. Really good show. Really good show. But I'm gonna skip that one though. I'm not gonna do that one. I'm gonna do Classroom of the Elite. I think that one deserves more love. And it isn't getting a season 2, I don't think. Still, it hasn't been announced. But Classroom of the Elite is probably one of the best shows I've seen in a very long time. I love it.
Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash.
My brother. Yes. Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash needs love, man.
And then just a little side note, since that's 5, Twin Star Exorcist manga, not the anime. That's going to be coming soon here shortly. I can guarantee you that. Another question she has is an anime genre you haven't explored yet, but interested in watching. Now, all right, this here is something I gotta. Let's see.
Me personally,
did you already have one?
Yeah, me personally, I explored all of them, but one I want to explore more of, I would have to say, is horror. But then I don't think there's enough good horror anime out there. I'm definitely not doing sports or mecha.
I don't mind sports. My thing is, it's like I have done all of these. The main one that I feel like I would like and I won't necessarily explore more of. I would like a bomb ass like horror, and I mean like when I say horror, I mean like
you right there.
I want some shit that's gonna make me like kind of low key not want to go to sleep at night.
Yeah, same. I just want to watch more of them. You know what I mean?
But like Tokyo Ghoul was a horror category, and it didn't feel horror. And like I think of I always say this. What was the damn Paranoia Agent? That was a horror, right? But I don't think it didn't scare me. It didn't horrify me. You know?
I was scared. Fuck that little kid. It was the music in that show that got me though.
But it was cheerful music for real.
No. When they showed him, it was. It kind of gave me chills. Yeah, as a younger lad.
I'm Studio Madhouse.
Hey, another one that she had was favorite hentai, and then she wants a recommendation too.
Oh my god, Panda.
All right, my favorite hentai, Resort Bonin. Recommendation, Front Innocent. Done.
My recommendation, I can't remember it because my wife and I watched all 24 episodes and I can't remember the name.
24 episodes?
Yeah, bro. It was a series.
Wait, it was hentai?
Yes, it was a hentai series, 24 episodes, a full season.
Jesus Christ, I've never seen that before.
The first episode started off with them, like, these ninja girls talking, and then they're like, we have to complete this mission to save such and such, and they go to save dude, and one girl gets caught immediately, dick down.
Of course, yeah.
She hates it but loves it at the same time.
Okay, we don't need the details.
But that's the only one I can think of. When I find a name, I'll share it. But I don't know it right now, so I apologize.
I'll throw in another recommendation.
Recommendation is Party Games by Dirk Pixon.
Another recommendation is Hono no Hanamese. It's a long title, but it's real good. I like it.
Polo got the list, bro.
Yeah, of course. I was ready. I was ready for that kind of question. You ain't got to tell me twice.
I'm gonna step my shit up, bro. I need shit, man.
Zay says, wait, Zay says, really though, imagine looking at the titles of hentai, what the thumbnails do. I just had to throw that in there. But we got one from Nick D. Luffy, aka at Nick_42. Nick with 3 eyes? Yeah, Nick with 3 eyes. Manga you've read that didn't deserve an anime. Should have been done by a different studio and that really deserved it. And whom to talk about that, because I'm on a mission.
My Hero Academia, the most recent season needed a whole new studio.
True.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even really hate the animation or anything.
No, the animation was the problem.
It just felt like they could have tied that shit together differently in the anime.
True.
You know what I mean? Like the storyboard, like the story, I feel like was laid out. Like I think even Panda said when she read that part in the manga that it felt different than like, it felt better. And I was like,
the pacing was just fucked up.
Yeah, it didn't hit well for that anime.
I'm going to throw this out for Foretell, and that's the manga you read that you didn't deserve an anime. It's obviously.
I don't want to say it because
no, you have to say it.
It deserves an anime, just not that one.
You deserve it. Say it.
Twin Star Exorcist.
Yes, there it is.
It could have gave us any studio other than whoever did that. Was it Studio Period again? Fucking up shit.
Yep.
I just don't understand how people enjoyed it.
Who should have been done by?
Give me. I would take Studio Bones, Madhouse, Ufotable, David. Mm-hmm. Who did the boxing anime with the gear? I'd take them. I would take the ones who did fucking Vinland Saga.
Ooh, yeah.
They could have gave me anybody. Except for Studio Period, and just as long as they're willing to follow the story, I'd have been happy. I'd have been complacent.
Yes. Zay's real question is, I don't remember if y'all like Ari Friera from Commonplace to the World's Strongest.
We're gonna talk about that later.
Oh, Ari? I'm gonna say we're gonna answer that question. The answer is no. We didn't really like it. And we'll talk about later why. But that's it for the questions. Y'all came in hot with the questions and I fucking love it. Thank y'all so much for those. Those were fun answering. Shit, we still got that topic to talk about. Mm-hmm. You want to take a quick break and then talk about the topic?
Let's do it. All
right, we're going to take this quick break and we got another topic. And then before we get into spoiler talk, we will give you full warnings on it. But before we do that, we have to get to know Mic Check Waifu. Tell's going to ask the question. I'm going to roll the random number generator.
This is true.
But get to know Mic Check Waifu is a section where we ask a question associated with a random number generator. We've been doing this for a while now. We've got 97 questions left.
96 questions left, brother.
96 questions. All right, I'm gonna roll it in 3, 2, 75.
Good choice.
It's a good number.
What's your favorite animal?
Wolves. I like wolves.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. Actually, same here. My favorite animals are wolves, cheetahs, and the king's bird of paradise. And specifically the black king's bird of paradise. That bitch is beautiful.
True. All right. We're going to play this quick break song and we'll come right back with another topic. And again, we're going to warn you before we get to our spoiler talk for just 2 shows, which is Jujutsu Kaisen and Attack on Titan. But don't worry, after the break, join us for this next very important Attack on Titan topic. So we'll be right back right after this.
Just let me know so I won't Just let me lose the interest. You won't find it better than this. You swear, girl, you leave. Just let me know so I won't look down. You just let me lose the interest. You won't find it better than this. You swear, girl, you leave. Just let me know so I won't look down. You just let me lose the interest. You won't find it better than this. You swear, girl, you leave. Just let me know so I won't look down. You just let me losing interest. You won't find it better than this. I swear, girl, when you leave, just let me know so the pain won't hurt. Just let me losing interest. You won't find it better than this. I swear, girl, when you leave, just let me know so the pain won't hurt. Just let me losing interest. You won't find it better than this. I swear, girl, when you leave, just let me know so the pain won't hurt. Just let me lose interest. You won't find it better than this. You swear, girl, you leave. Just let me know so I won't look down. You just let me losing interest. You won't find it better than this. You swear, girl, you leave. Just let me know so I won't look down. You just let me losing interest. Girl, I know you better than this. I swear, girl, when you leave, just let me know so the pain won't hurt. You swear, girl, if you leave, just let me know so I won't look down. You leave, just let me lose interest. You won't find it better than.
Is that you? Don'tTalkShop.com.
A brand that is anti-procrastination.
A brand that we believe in.
When it comes to following your dreams and goals,
we believe that it's best that you don't talk about it. Be about it.
Go to Don'tTalkShop.com and press start. Browse the shop.
And use that offer code WAIFU15 to save 15% off your entire cart.
Wear the change you want to see.
That's it. That's the one. We did it.
Is that you?
And welcome back to Mic Check Waifu. Okay, we got a topic for you today from Attack on Titan. Now, this isn't going to be any spoilers for season 4 or the final season, episode 3 yet. We'll warn you before we get there in our Jujutsu Kaisen talk. But before we get into that, I sent Tell a text message of a video of Studio Wit animation versus Mappa's animation for Attack on Titan. I sent him that because I knew he would. It was at 3:00 in the morning, so I'm sorry about that too. I wasn't even fucking thinking at the time I texted that to you, but you said what?
I was awake.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Texas man at 3:13, my fault. But I texted it to him because that shows exactly why I preferred the Wit Studio animation opposed to the Mappa animation. It says something like real intelligent as far as why it's like that. So you want to go ahead and talk about it, Tel?
So we were talking about the CGI, obviously, right? Why the CGI
even came in this show.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Why it's even in this show.
Yeah, why is CGI even in this show, right? And we were talking about the CGI and kind of like it does like if you compare them to the two, it doesn't look good. But I said there's a big difference. Scenes look better with the Studio Wit, but the Titans look slower for some reason. Maybe Mappa used CG to give Titans better mobility. And like it does kind of make sense, right? Like if you look at characters like anime where they take that they just draw out those very large beings, right? Mm-hmm. If you look at Gundam, the Gundams, they are clearly moving at like light speed and whatnot. But it's hard to make Gundams look fast. Or it's hard to make something look fast when they're not in a vast world, right? Mm-hmm. Titans are huge, but where they are, they're bigger than buildings. So like you can't make a Titan look fast in a world where they're the size of a wall that's 100 meters tall.
Right.
You know? So in order to create that feeling of mobility and high speed and like that danger in their movement, I feel like they probably had to go with CGI to kind of give that kind of environment. Now, does it look as good? I agree. Like after looking at these, especially in comparison like that, it doesn't look half as good. Even the Beast Titan throwing the rocks, like you said, or throwing the cannon, stuff like that. Like the Beast Titan, to me, he looked lumbering and slow in the drawing, like in the traditional animation. He did it, but like when he picked up his arm and he went for the throw, it did not look like he didn't look like a pitcher.
So it's funny because me and Tel normally agree on a lot, but this we do not agree on. Yes, I do believe the reasoning for them doing that is exactly the reasoning you said, to give them more mobility. But I think the lack of mobility is intentional by Wit because they're they're towering Titans. Now, yes, some of them are a little bit more nimble, and they did do a good job with animating the nimble one, the blonde hair chick.
Fast.
What would you say?
The Jaw Titan, the one who came out of nowhere, was scratching stuff up, but he was smaller. He could hold a human in his hand. You can see the difference. Like the size wasn't too different. Right, and when they animated the blonde hair chick, the way she moved was pretty fast. But I still think because of the size, they implemented like kind of to scale, right? Like, yeah, if you're a fast Titan, you're still going to move slower than people on, what they call it, their boost gear. You're slower, but that character there's no way that character can be slower is what I'm getting at, right? Like if you're a 50 meter Titan and you're running, you're gonna run 100 miles per hour, 200 miles per hour. But it look that way because of the size comparison,
Yeah, you're not running 200 miles per hour. You're taking longer strides because you're bigger, essentially. So like, I don't know if any of them are really running fast in that world. I think they're just it's bigger movement. Like it's just bigger movement. And to show that, I think, yeah, it's slower, but like the way the camera work, and I'm not worried about Mappa's camera work. I know Mappa's camera work is going to be perfectly fine. It's the animation, man. It just don't fit with the way it was drawn. Attack on Titan was drawn a certain way. And then when you go ahead and throw something in like CGI, it just don't belong in this particular world. Yeah. And this goes to the conversation of CGI. When is it appropriate and when is it not? Like,
so one of the moments I want to talk about is, like, for instance, not appropriate is the entirety of Area Fureta. Mm-hmm. Someone just asked a question about this. No, I don't like Area Fureta. I did have one person on the timeline who we've been friends with for years who said, "Why is no one talking about this show?"
Because it's not good.
Why? It's not good. At least I don't think it's good. Cole doesn't think it's good. But the animation is also hot doo-doo water. It's flammable. And like I don't like the scorpion. Like the first CGI thing they gave us that was just overwhelming was that scorpion.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I get it. Scorpions are small, they have or large, or not even large. This one was large, but it has an exoskeleton and it's shiny carapace kind of deal. And I'm just like, okay, I get it. But this did not look like it was placed in the same like anime. Like this did not feel like it fit into the show.
No.
And that's one of the biggest issues with CGI is making it look like it fits, right?
Yeah.
And I that's where I do give a little bit of credit to Attack on Titan, that it does like it fits more than other CGI I have seen.
Yeah. But
it does still like if you look at it, there are some comparison issues.
It stands out to me like majorly. I'm gonna say something that has been done right. Like we just said, what has been done wrong. As much as I hate it, Akaduma Drive, it just did it. The most recent, what is it, episode 11? It just did it with Hacker, and the way he looked when he was digitized, he was great. CGI. He looked fantastic. It was some of the most beautiful CGI I've ever seen. And then in Our Last Crusade, actually just did it too. They just brought in a witch hunting dragon, so slight spoilers, but they just brought in a witch hunting dragon that is literally like a metal dragon, but CGI, but it's not CGI to the point where it looked like Play-Doh. Like it doesn't have the lower frame rate, or it doesn't have, it did the same thing that Akaduma did. And I think that's the way to do it. If just do both, draw it a little bit and then CGI pieces and parts of it. However they did that shit. I don't know how that shit works.
The beauty of both of those shows is the fact that they are newer shows.
Yeah.
And that like, it doesn't seem out of place having CG in that world, right?
Very true.
Like, and let's say how they did with the Hacker. Him being CGI just fits so perfectly because they've already been implementing CG like in terms of like their battle, but not overwhelming, right? Like when they do certain, like the motorcycle, Courier's motorcycle was CG almost the entire time. Facts. But it never really stood out because of the lighting effects, and when they didn't really stand until they showed a certain angle, and he's like, "Oh, that is CG," and then it goes back and it looks like it was back on the page. So they've been doing it the whole time, so it didn't really stand out. Same with like what is the name of the show you were talking about?
Last Crusade.
They haven't really done much CGI.
No, not much.
But they have done it. It's always been like it's never overwhelming, and that's the issue. Is like, do we go with CG and make it like noticeably different, or do we kind of like just do really well drawn, like hand drawn animation? People got to figure it out.
Yeah.
My favorite instance of CGI is actually in Gundam Build Tri-Fighters. There's a scene where the burning Gundam is fighting another Gundam, and like the afterburners and the particle effects are all CG, obviously, but it wasn't like the Gundam never stood out too much because these are things that they've already introduced that kind of were supposed to be a special effect. Like they weren't using CGI as a mainstay. Like this entire character has to be CGI. They were just using CGI for the effect of the characters.
Right.
It amplified everything.
That's a good way. That's a good point. Like when it's there to assist and not be, it's way better. Like way better. Like again, Attack on Titan its art style is specifically drawn, like how they do the shaders with the eyes, the way that it shades, period. Like it just shades so different than what CGI would allow. It does not bring anything to it, to me personally. I don't think it adds anything. I just think it makes it easier for them to animate per se. And these motherfuckers, it's 200 people working on 700 shows. So it's like, you got to cut them some kind of slack. But I mean, this most recent episode was perfect. We'll get into spoilers later, but like as far as it was the first time this season so far that it was consistent. Like it hasn't been this consistent yet, and this was probably intentionally one of the best animated episodes they've had because of the impact of it. But Yeah, man. It's an important thing because I'm tired of seeing it. Netflix, I'm tired of seeing it. Yeah. I'm so tired of seeing it with Netflix. There's just too much about it that just sucks. I'm
still in awe of CGI Ryuk.
Oh, we don't talk about that.
Literally felt like they wrote my name in a damn Death Note.
Not good. Not good. All right, man. Let's I guess it's time to slide into spoiler talk now, right? Man, what do you want to start with? We don't have Fire Force, which I miss it already. Feel weird not watching it this week.
Since we just finished talking about it, let's just hop on Attack on Titan.
Okay. Go right into Attack on Titan. Full spoilers for the most recent episode, which is episode 3, right? Yeah, episode 3 of Attack on Titan final season. This was, like I just said, the best episode.
So that's what I want to know.
Probably ever.
I want to know what made this so perfect for you, because I'm trying to see if you are actually thinking the same way. Because to me personally, if this show would have just like the animation to me it hit, right? But that actually didn't make it perfect for me. What made it perfect for me was like the entire context of the episode.
100%. No, the animation wasn't even what I was referring. Like the animation was consistent. It was just consistent. Like it was all the way through the same, which is all I want. Like that's all I want. I don't want this weird 1 minute we're moving, we're flowing, and then the next minute is some jittery, weird kind of motion. I didn't want none of that.
Yeah.
It was like a regular Attack on Titan episode, even from Wit, to be honest. But the thing with this, it was the context, it was the storytelling, it was the pacing, it was the order in which the order in which the story was laid out. We got to see a side of Attack on Titan that we didn't even think about when we watched season 1. Like at all. We didn't think about Reiner like in his whole
and becoming who he is,
infiltrating the quote unquote devils. Like, you know what's crazy about that term, by the way, is the way this is actually, like, it's all coming together now. I'm thinking they call the Islanders the devils when they're the ones that are actual devils. Like, these people are they're literally basically turning people into demons, and essentially, and they calling the island people devils.
So here's, I agree entirely, right? But here's the thing: is that they're the only ones who can use the Titan powers, and that's why they call them the devils, right? Because it's in their blood.
So the Islanders are the only ones that can.
Yeah, so that's why, like, they're not Marlians. The ones who are, like, Reiner is one of them. He's one of the devils, essentially. Like, you can't be a Marlian and use those Titan powers. They don't cooperate with your bloodline. They only work with any of Ymir's bloodlines and, pass down descendants and whatnot. So his people. So the Eldrians are the ones who can use that power, and that's why they call them demons, and that's why they are devils.
Interesting.
That's why they have them segregated, and that's why they're using them as basically slaves.
Dude, they did not. They did not tell it. They did.
They didn't say all of that, but they said, we're the only ones who can use these Titan powers.
They said that this season, right?
This episode.
Yeah, I missed that.
This was like one of those moments where it was.
But they don't know that, do they? Like some of them do, obviously, but
like the ones on the mainland don't know that. The ones on the devils, they don't know that themselves
at all.
Yeah,
they just
not public knowledge.
They don't even know that they're at war with these people. The only thing they know is that Titans exist.
They know they pulled up and kicked their shit in,
and so they built the wall.
Why'd y'all break our wall down? We about to die because y'all did this.
This is the fucking craziest soap opera anime I've ever watched in my entire life.
But it's so good.
It's so good.
This out, like, they really, like, so the last episode, right? Rainer's little like situation seemed very like for his family and whatnot, it's out of place. But like for someone who's gone there and experienced it, like he basically came back with a sort of PTSD because those were his friends. He learned to realize that these are people who are just like him, who are literally, that's his bloodline.
That was the best. Yep. That's his actual people.
Mm-hmm. And he's fighting for an entirely different people just to be accepted and essentially have freedom.
And they don't give a fuck about their own people over there. Like they just don't care. And that's the fucked up part about it all. Like, and he's realizing that's why he tried to kill himself.
And this is why I was saying Eren Yeager is the GOAT. Oh my God. I love how they laid this episode out because
it was amazing.
That moment where you kind of see Eren just saying, I wish something would happen.
Yep.
If only you knew it's about to happen in a couple of days, bro. They're about to kick your door down. The whole episode was just orchestrated well. And,
so well, man. It was good to see why because I was thinking to myself, I'm like, why the fuck are we even doing this right now? And like you said, like did I miss something the previous seasons that I just didn't realize? And he was like, no, they doing this intentionally. And then I see why, because the impact of this episode made those two episodes even stronger. Mm-hmm. And now I get it. And that's what they're going for, which is a risk. But it's Attack on Titan, so they could take those risks. Because, of course, we're going to stick with it. Like, we're not going to give up on it. Like, we're not going to stop watching it because of it. But it all makes it, like, those previous two episodes make so much more sense now, knowing that what this war essentially is about, how it even happened to begin with. Like, but, okay, so they isolated them, the people that can use it. They're just trying to eradicate them now, just so they don't have to deal with Titans anymore. Or is that spoiler? Am I thinking too far ahead?
You gotta. I don't want to say.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking too far. But that's
your mind is in the perfect place.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Essentially,
you're thinking the right exact thing. Basically.
Okay.
But it's not as like, I don't think it's necessarily as bad as that. It's more of like specifically the founding Titan power is what it is, and that can't be out there in the world, not under control of someone who has a larger government, is how I would look at it.
Yeah, like having like the first person to have a nuke, essentially.
Yeah, like imagine if Jewish people had a nuclear bomb or had 9 nuclear bombs and was like, hey, yeah, we got 9 nuclear bombs.
Yeah, and
then you got like 8 of them that are strong, but then you got the one nuclear bomb that's like, oh, I can blow up all 8 of those. That's essentially what the founding Titan is.
Yeah.
And that's what they don't want out there.
Of course. And it's on the side of, quote unquote, the devils. Mm-hmm. So
where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, with the right folks, man. And then they also got the Colossal Titan now too. So that's like, and he's a big fucking deal.
Big fucking deal.
Quite literally a nuke himself.
Bro. Man. Whole worlds of damage.
Yeah, dude, it's great, man. It's great storytelling. You know, I was talking to Neb earlier and I was telling him I'm about to watch it. And he said, I couldn't stick with it. Neb said that I couldn't stick with it because it started to become too much of a soap opera, like a back end soap opera. Mm-hmm. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, if you would have stuck with it, you would have realized why. And it's kind of worth it. Mm-hmm. It's kind of worth it.
Yeah, but there's going to be some parts that's going to piss people off, though. And I don't think it's going to piss people off in terms of, like, it's bad. It's going to piss people off because it gets too emotionally invested in, like,
the bad guys. Because I'm already seeing that. I'm like, because to be honest, all the shit that Rainer going through, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about anybody on that side. Like, anybody. Look, like, not even a sliver of hope. When they showed the dude get eaten by that Titan, what was it? What was his name?
Pasha.
I think, yeah. When they showed him, that was his name. Started with, yeah, Marcel. Yeah. When they showed him get eaten, I didn't give a fuck. I don't care about anybody on that side, period. And I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to get some investment from that side by structuring the way they are. But I don't think that's possible. I don't think it's possible.
Here's how I think of that though. Like, right, is And I agree with you. Like I don't feel anything for them, but I understand it, right? And I'll only say I understand it in this regard, right? Like I think of it in terms of like slavery. I don't want to get too into slavery on this, but I think of it in terms of slavery, right? Like they are literally enslaved in that country,
right,
and have to do what a whole other race tells them to do. And in order to be accepted, they have to train and become warriors, accept this power that kills them in 13 years, and then, you know, go off and kill their actual same race of people, right? That is their entire well-being to solidify their family is okay. And what do you choose? Do you choose to be a pawn to make sure your family is safe? Or do you sacrifice yourself and your family to make sure that greater good over there is okay? It's hard to decide. Like some people will ultimately say they want to do the right thing, which is probably like say, fuck my family and go over there and be for the greater good or save everyone if they can. But not everyone can do that.
Yeah, because it is super morally ambiguous, right? Because your family is your fucking family, right? Like, of course you're going to want to fight for them. But at the same time, with the way the story is, I don't give a fuck about them because they made that choice. I don't blame you, but I don't care about you. Like, I don't care. I don't care about you at all. Like, I don't care that I was hoping you pulled the trigger when you had that gun in your mouth. Like, that's how fucked up it is. Like,
but he just turned into a Titan. That's all.
Exactly. Essentially a waste of time. But I mean, all in all, I think this season of Attack on Titan is going to deliver something special. I don't know how they're going to wrap this up in 16 because I feel like it's so slow.
I have no idea how they're gonna wrap this up in 16. No idea, because the manga is not done quite yet. We got maybe a few more months of the manga. How are they gonna wrap this up in 16?
That's even crazy to think. They're gonna
whole last movie.
They're gonna have to have it. Either that or they do that. They end it in a movie.
They gonna do final. It's gonna be final season, and then here's the next 16 episodes
in a movie. That's interesting. That's an interesting way of thinking about it. All right, let's slide over to JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen. Holy fucking shit, dude.
This fucking shit here, bro. This shit here? Why do they do this to us, bro?
It's almost perfect.
Like,
it's almost perfect. I don't even...
Come on, man.
Dog, this fight scene was magnificent.
Last episode, bro, they gave us dude mom dying. Yeah. This episode, we got
him dying.
But it wasn't even like that though. Like he did die, obviously. But there was that whole like realization of like,
oh, this guy ain't for me.
Not at all. But like this character making our character grow, right? Making Yuji grow.
Yeah.
And not growing in the sense of like him becoming like a killer or something like that, because he's not a killer, obviously. But him growing in terms of like seeing people that he had connected with die in front of him.
Right.
Over something that, you know, could have been necessarily controlled or could have been taken care of, and feeling like he was a part of that for whatever reason.
Right.
This anime itself is fucking amazing. This story is amazing.
Man.
And the animation, like you said, amazing. Between
the dialogue, like the inner monologue that the bad guy had, and his thought process behind what he was doing made 100% sense. And I love that. I love when the antagonist makes sense. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it to where he does this and does this so that this happens. And when that happens, when he tries to get him to sign that pact with Sukuna, Sukuna comes in like, hey man, don't fucking do that again. Don't you ever touch my soul again. What the fuck is your problem, bro? Like, hood rat shit. And I was all for it yet
that
again.
Shit was great. I love that moment. Like, he thought he was about to do something. First of all, sir, my soul is intertwined with this. Don't you ever don't do that. Mm-mm. But also the fact that how they explained why Yuji was able to hurt someone who was initially unheard of before because he can maintain the shape of his soul. Yuji is aware of his soul because he literally has his soul merged with another.
Yep.
So he has no choice but to be aware of his soul, and his attacks are literally soul attacks.
Yep.
And I'm just like,
bow.
It makes sense.
When he started bleeding?
They explain shit and it makes sense all the time. And when dude pulled up to help Yuji, and he's like, wait, dude bleeding? And they did that like kind of little funny cut, like, why is he bleeding? He's like, oh yeah, I punched him. What you mean? Like, I can't hurt him. Yeah. But you punched him and he's bleeding? Yeah, apparently I can hurt his soul. That shit was greatness, bro.
Yep. And then he's like, so now what we about to do is I can hold him down. You just got to take care of it. And that shit is about to be so beautiful. I can see it now. I can see it now. That camera work is insane, man.
I want to say I love the implications that Sukuna can modify souls too.
Yep.
Like it just kind of scares me also. Like, how fucking powerful is Sukuna? Like,
they did a great job of showing how menacing he was when he was fighting Yuji inside of Yuji. But like, it just makes me wonder how strong Gojo is.
Yeah. Well, these are other S rank, curses, right? Like, and these are like world strong curses, right? Like, the volcano dude is literally a calamity. Like, that is a volcano ready to erupt. Yeah. And Gojo was able to handle that mad easy.
Easy.
But we looking at Sukuna, who also these curses cannot alter. Like, they can't fuck with him at this level. He has them shook,
and he's like, and 6 fingers in? Like, he doesn't even have
3 fingers in, bro. 3 fingers. They can't mess with him. And they were predicting that they were like as strong as like 8 of Sukuna's fingers, and they 3 fingers in, and he like, yeah, don't touch my soul, bro. I'll rip the whole shit out of you.
I cannot believe this is so good.
I can't either. Who thought, like, and people was hyping this up, and I was like, let's go ahead and get in this, and it don't be as good as people hyped it up to be. This shit's great. It
makes sense why God of High School got the lackluster like development it got. Obviously, they're both Studio Mappa. Mappa's like, fuck, man, we got Attack on Titan coming up. We got Jujutsu Kaisen coming up. Why the fuck will we throw our resources at God of High School? Now, there are moments at God of High School that looks phenomenal. But as far as production-wise goes, like pacing, like storytelling, even the animation drop-off was significant. And it kind of makes sense. 200 people or not.
Yeah, you make something that's good. You wildin'.
Yeah.
You need a pay raise for sure.
Straight up, more people. I really feel like they have more than 200. They have to. Because they're animating like 4 more shows. Come like, I don't get it. I don't want them to get Solo Leveling, but I got a feeling they will.
I mean, if they do it like this, I'll be cool. But even if they do like Solo Leveling with like who did Tower of God? Was it Mappa too?
No.
Because Tower of God's animation looks good for what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I think if they stay true to like what Solo Leveling is supposed to be, it'll look good.
I agree with that.
It's Telecom Animation Films.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't even know. Did they animate anything good?
I forgot.
Rick and Morty.
Interesting. I forgot that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I almost forgot to ask the question from the homie Henry, man. Shout out to Hen. He says, just want to say y'all brothers out there doing good work, man. It's nice to escape from the state of the world right now. Hey, Henry, we appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.
Hit him up, Hen. That means a lot to us. Even when we just get like regular, normal messages, like, I like what y'all do. That shit, it puts a smile on my face to know it's all worth it. I just wanted to throw that in there before I forgot about it. But yeah, JJK is amazing. We're reading up to 100, chapter 100 with Solo Leveling. We're watching 12 episodes of Yu Yu. quite a few days before the winter actually starts. But I think next week we should talk about some of the anime that wrapped up and our thoughts on it, because a lot of shows are wrapped up.
Akudama ends next week, and I can't wait to thrash on that.
Yeah, me too. I got people trying to come at me like, "What, you don't like Akudama? It's the best show this season." Nah, dog. I can't believe you could say that with the shows that we just talked about.
Yeah, like Fire Force ain't just in.
Yeah,
come on,
or
bro.
Jujutsu Kaisen isn't fucking killing shit.
Blowing shit away. Come on.
But we'll
come on.
Let's get into that just a little bit real quick. I went on Twitter, and I shouldn't have went to Twitter to say this, but I did say I can't watch stuff like Fire Force and Jujutsu Kaisen and then turn on Akudama and not be disappointed. And the reason why I said that is because I wasn't comparing Akudama to Jujutsu Kaisen. That wasn't what I was intentionally going for with that tweet. It was just me saying I'm spoiled. I got this beautiful storytelling, this beautiful art, this beautiful just all around enjoyment, entertainment. And then I go to Akudama and I'm just kind of like, what the why? Why am I watching this shit? The story is awful. It looks pretty as fuck. I would never take that away from it. But this story is some of the most boring, dumb shit ever. I don't care about nobody. I don't care about nothing. The world isn't established.
It doesn't have a line. It literally just is all over the place, bro.
Yeah, it's not a good story. And shout out to Black Anime, because Black Anime did drop a really dope thread on why he Aaron specifically, why he likes it. But all of that, everything he said, I'm just looking at it like I'm about to fall asleep just reading this thread, because that's how fucking stupid it is to me. It don't make any sense. None of it has a why, how, where even. Like 90% of the time I don't know where the fuck these people are. like the world has no rules to it. Nobody knows what Akudama is. Akudama's.
Found out Kanto is a cube in the sky that stores people's minds.
That makes it even worse. That made the story even worse than what it is.
Bro, I felt the same way. When I found out what Kanto was, I was like, hold the fuck up, bro. You don't mean Japan? You don't mean the region in Japan? I'm thinking there's a prison in Kanto in Japan that's storing
what would have been
prisoners and criminals.
You know what would have been dope? If it was a fucking utopia. If it was a perfect world compared to what like if it was the polar opposite of what Kantai is. Like a beautiful ass utopian, everybody's happy and smiling and enjoying life, and that's where everybody want to go, but they can't go. That would have made much more sense than what the fuck it turned out to be. It's stupid. It's dumb.
But I think that it would have been better if, instead of just showing us that Kanto is this ever-changing blob of darkness that they needed to insert into children so that it kept its form. If they had told us that, that, or showed us what it's like on the inside, like this is actually like that, what you were talking about, like a utopian world where people's minds were able to maintain their shape and all that kind of stuff, that would have been different.
That would have been better.
But when they do it, they go into this like world of colors and light, and dude is fighting and loses his hand, and he's already all digital, and he dies into the ether of science and knowledge and electricity and bullshit. It was just stupid. Like,
it was so dumb. I'm
so over this show.
It's so dumb. Like there's nothing you can say that can make up for that explanation that they gave us. Like it turned into for some reason it turned into what's that show? Oh no, the detective show that we watched. That was actually really good.
ID Invader?
ID Invaded. It turned into ID Invaded out of nowhere.
But ID Invaded was still better.
Way better.
In every way.
Yeah, way better. Because it set the rules for the world.
Except for animation.
Yeah, no, true. And art style. I even like the art style, and it's way better. It set rules. Like if there's no rules to your world don't mean shit to me as a viewer. Like,
because we don't know what the fuck can happen, or we can't even imagine what can happen. It just happens.
It just happens, and in a unscientific, unchronological order, it just don't fit. It not good. I know y'all didn't like that on Twitter, but I was going to defend that take. I'm still going to defend that take. The show is terrible. It is not the best of the season. What the fuck was that? I don't know how to respond to that. Somebody say, "Hey Siri" on accident.
Oh, that's my watch. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Just somebody walk up on me.
Oh shit.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, it's whole trash. I should change my name on Twitter to Akudama Trash.
Right.
Yeah, but that a wrap.
All right. So we just finished talking about Akudama Drive and why it's not hitting so well. We'll give more information on this finale next week when it ends. We also talked about Jujutsu Kaisen and why it's hitting so well. Goodness gracious, it's so fucking good, bro. Great story. Attack on Titan, that episode, Polo said it was perfect. I was surprised, you know.
It was perfect.
I thought it was great as well. And we had that attack on topic with CGI and why CGI can be good or bad for a show, or when is it good to use and when is it not good to use. So let us know what your favorite CGI moment is in anime. We obviously had our break. Let us know what you think about that song that Polo chose for us. We also have some great Twitter questions. We appreciate all of them, especially the what did Panda give us? 4 questions?
Mm-hmm.
4 questions from Panda. And everyone else, keep sending those questions in. We'll accept all of them and give you some great answers. Polo hit us with the hentai recommendations. Don't forget that we will be doing 12 episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho coming up this week for our next Yu Yu Hakusho update. And then we also had the Mic Check Manga Club. We're going to be reading all the way to episode or chapter 100 for Solo Leveling. We also talked about the winter anime, what's coming up for the winter season. We're hyped for a solid 6 of these boys.
True.
Let us know what you're hyped for. That's episode 80.
I am at Polo Born Fly on all social media.
I'm at King Teliano on all social media.
You can follow our social medias at Mic Check Waifu on Twitter and at Mic Check Waifu on Instagram. And as always, Mic Check.
好きなの。予行練習なんて全部嘘。You're now tuned into Mike Check Waifu Waifu.